This is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. She's so busy getting ready for our live show on June 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but she took time out of her day to join us, Miss Sarah Fraser.
Oh my God, I cannot wait. June 5th, you guys, we are doing our first ever We Don't Want to Leave Our House pajama tour. It is going to be an intimate night with you, our favorite fans. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, by the way, Eastern Standard Time, 4 o'clock for those of us West Coasters. Grab a
What
cocktail.
time in Australia for all our Aussies?
7 a.m. Grab a cup of coffee.
You're
Grab a
sure of that?
cocktail.
It's
Yeah, they're
12,
12 hours ahead, aren't they?
exactly
Either
12 hours?
it might be like 16. But
Uh,
they're a day ahead. They're a whole day. I believe while we are going to bed, they are just beginning their day, darling.
People think I make this shit up. We are huge in Australia. It's not, the numbers don't, as my friend Bill Rancic, who is recently on this podcast, told me, from winning The Apprentice. He was on 2 days ago, Wednesday. Numbers don't lie. We're big in Australia, girl. They understand our humor. We take the piss out of you, don't we? Isn't that what the Aussies say?
Yes. When you drop the C bomb, our Australian fans said,
They love it. They
nothing
love
to
it.
us. Yeah, that's common language here. So but here's the deal. It will sell out. We have a limited amount of tickets. We are only offering 30 VIP, and I believe we're up to 10,
But
12.
we might do a second group. But yes, you better hurry up, people.
Maybe. I don't know. We might keep this very intimate for our VIPs. So
Okay.
30 for the VIP experience, which means you can ask us anything. Anything under the sun. We're going to take pictures. General admission is from 7 to 8, 10-ish, 8:15. Now that one, you come, you're going to see a live podcast recording. We're going to do this, all the fun prep we do before.
And you could submit your question ahead of time for that, which we're not going to get to all. We'll take the ones
we'll take a couple, right?
But
15 and 30 at eventbrite.com. And the link is everywhere, by the way, on our IG stories, in our IG bios, eventbrite.com. You can search, I don't want to leave my house. You can search David Yontif. You can search Behind the Velvet Rope, Sarah Fraser. It's right there, but there are so many places to find it. So grab your jammies. We don't want you to leave the house. We don't want to leave the house. Let's have a fun night. Just we'll all chit chat. We can all be on Zoom and become dear friends in real life. Let's do it.
And for all the YouTubers that are listening to me on YouTube, go get that. Look, we understand people work hard for the money. It's $15 or $30. You know what? Most of you could probably afford that. There is someone who is not going to be attending our show because she cannot afford it.
Who?
I hate to start out on such a negative note, but Miss Sonja Morgan cannot afford the $15 or the $30 ticket to our show. I would do the 30 for the VIP. Most people seem to be doing that, but lots of you are doing the general admission too. But if you don't want to ask us anything, I'm happy to answer no questions. I didn't even want to do it. I don't want to answer any questions, but we build it as no pleading the fifth. So
no pleading the fifth.
Questions. Sonja can't afford it. She is having some troubles with her townhome is officially being auctioned off, and the bids, I believe, are starting at 1.25 million. By the way, I have a real listener to this. Truly, I forgot who. I think someone slipped into my DMs that said, "Have you seen this? And you should go bid on it."
I was thinking the exact same thing. I thought to myself, shoot, I wish you hadn't bought your apartment in New York. Do you know how iconic it would have been if you bought Sonja Rita's townhome? Now, you live in New York. I've never been by it.
Yeah. Let me just tell you something about Sonja Rita's. Look, the townhome, when it was, I think, on the market for something, I forgot how much. Look, you're not going to get it for 1.25 million. You're going to
get it for 3-something. 4 maybe.
Let me tell you something.
She hasn't been able to. She's tried 13. She's tried 8. Honey, she's got to be desperate. She was given it in the divorce. You're telling me
3 is 4? Here's the problem with the townhouse. I'm doing work on my apartment. I'm not touching the kitchens. I'm not touching the bathroom. I have to do before. I am truly doing just design work, and that has gone from $1 to more than $1. It's crazy what happens. This townhouse, with no due respect, no disrespect, if I were to buy this, which I'm not, but just anyone, this is a complete, I am sorry, I do tough love here. Sorry, Sonja, this is a complete teardown. Someone needs to come in with a bulldozer, knock the whole fucking thing down inside, and we need to start over. And then, yes, Ryan Sargent we can call, and we can resell it for a huge amount of money. But I can tell you from someone that's doing design work and I'm having pendants in my bed. Who wants table lamps when you could have two gorgeous pendants? I mean, to do the inside of that townhouse, I don't think you can do for less than 2 million. And that's even, I don't even know if you could do it for that. That's my honest opinion. I think it would cost like way over 2 million to do the inside, but I think a minimum, I mean, it's a lot of floors. You have to put an elevator in. I think it would cost like more like 3 million to do the inside. So yeah, if you get it for 3 and you put 3 into it, it's 6. You could probably, the thing is you can get more than 8 or whatever for that townhouse if it's gorgeous inside and it's turnkey.
I
But
don't know. It's situated next to a parking garage. When I have
Upper
Google
East
mapped it.
Side, yeah. Yeah.
Now, maybe what is she close to? It sits next to a parking garage. I don't know. New Yorkers live a whole different way. I don't know. That's
We
why I
live
don't
a
want to live in New
different
York. I
way.
don't want to wake up every morning and look at a crane. I'm sorry. I just don't. New York City, and you live on top of each other. No thanks. But people love New York.
Best city in the world, darling. Best city. You want to know why I came back all riled up and ready to fight? You have 24 hours in that city. Oh, I was like, you know what I realized by being there for a
It
minute?
smells
Sorry,
like this. You all have a homeless issue too.
but let me tell you something.
Crime's
Because
out of control.
it's seen better days. I was just there for 24 hours after 48 hours, actually. People there, they understand that a
Uh-huh.
sentence, forget about the conjunction, forget about the adjective, forget about the complex sentence. They understand a sentence has a noun and a verb. To make a sentence, you need a noun and a verb. Sarah ate, period. That's a sentence. David ran. That's a sentence. I like more complex sentences. I love conjunctions. I love adjectives. In New York, they understand it's Sarah fucked. They understand you need a noun and a verb. Here, the
We're California dreaming,
are you
baby.
are you high? Are you high right
Yes,
now,
they're all
Sarah?
high.
Are you high?
No, I have to stay sober for my son and my husband and my business.
Everyone's
And
gonna
it'll be
be like,
nice
why
someday.
do you live in LA? If you hate it, I don't hate it. I love it here. I do. I love it here. I'm a very happy person. I'm just explaining to you. It was nice for 48 hours to be around people that understand you need a noun and a verb. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Why do you think she hasn't been? We have lived through the past 8 years of a market historic high in cities like New York, DC. I mean, the home prices have skyrocketed. How do you think she has not been able to sell, the
Well,
Morgan estate?
well, you guys tune in here to Behind the Velvet Rope and the Sarah Fraser Show because I just speak what I feel is true. I feel because Sonja is an emotional mess. That is why. Okay. The Morgan letters. And now I just had Elise on the show. I was looking through the clips when Elise was on the show. That scene where she says something about like a trophy wife and she said something and Sonja flipped out. I believe the real reason, I could sum it up in one sentence, is Sonja is completely out of touch with the real world that we are all forced to live in every single day. Every property can sell. It's very simple. Should we call Ryan Serhant? We don't even need the expert Ryan Serhant. We could even listen to fucking Frederick on this one, okay? I mean, every property can sell. It's all about price. And she's emotional and she's attached. Oh, you're getting me riled up today. And she has some price in her mind because it's the icon. It's a hunk of shit. So lower the fucking price and sell it. She could have sold it. Well, now the bank has taken it and the bank is going to sell it. And I don't know why it's worded so strangely. Like it's a foreclosure sale, as far as I can tell. Goodbye, iconic townhouse. I know everyone's fucking
No, it's
crying over it.
sad. Well,
I'm
it's
like,
sad.
I can't stand people that live above their means, and I can't stand people that live in a fucking fake world. Do you know who wants to live in a fake world? I
She's an
want to live in a
alcoholic.
fake world. Yeah, she is. I would like to live in a fake world.